tap in real quick, like make this message real quick. You know, the Most High was talking to me earlier, and I anxiously wanted to do this so quickly and et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, so the first thing chosen, and this also a message for those who really want to have a close relationship with the Most High. God says, stay ready and get ready and stay ready. So get ready and stay ready, meaning we need to be on our P's and Q's about any and everything that's going on in our life. We need to pay attention to our surroundings. We need to pay attention to the people who we are engaging with. We need to make sure that these people are not sent by the devil, because the devil is sending them. Okay, he's sending them like tremendously. You know, they're invading your privacy and so forth, so on. You know, as far as tapping your phones, man, I got information that I can screenshot to prove that, well, not even prove. I don't have anything to prove because whatever I say is solid. But as far as proof of evidence is and God was telling me also about the feds. The feds is watching these people. I mean, they really watching them and they have no clue. So I just know whatever they plot, it's something big. It's not nothing small. You know, we us chosen people that went through some other stuff, you know what I mean? But it's something big. And whatever it is, I just know it's crucial. But check this out, y'all. So look what we got right here. The Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost breakthrough. You feel me? The Holy Spirit, though. You feel me? The Holy Spirit breakthrough. So it's crazy because of symbolically, um, I was just told to come over here and just, you know, do this thing and get it over with. But what else that the Most High want to know? If you're getting headaches and stuff like that, take some for the headache if necessary. Get your rest. You know, exercise. I know that was something he talked about, exercising, continuously exercise. If not, start exercising, because when you exercise, it's going to increase your vibration and also going to keep you in a healthy mindset. You're going to be able to vibrate the way you need to. You know, standing still, being lazy and stuff like that, like a lot of people who does this, and energy is fatigued, so it doesn't give them an opportunity to do more than they can actually possibly do in their life. So you don't want, it's not picking at them, it's just being truthful about it. So you want to, importantly, exercise. You want to get your sleep. You want to stay from toxic conversations and people, and most definitely don't be watching crazy stuff as well. What's up? What's good with it? And what's happening with it, Bets? And I'm just tapping in real quick, like, man, drop a couple jewels real quick, like, man, and then I'm gonna get off of here. But I just wanted to inform people who really following the Most High. You know, there's always agenda. You know what I mean? There's always agenda against you because you're not willing to follow the crowd, or you're doing the right thing. Following the crowd of people who don't even know where they're going and they bump into one another. That's why you see so much different things happen to these individuals, because they want the short route. You know what I mean? That they think that's promised to them, but it's not. And then they want to go to God and ask God to save them when those tragic moments are happening or those towers are falling all around them. You know what I mean? So, you know, at the end of the day, you just got to stay focused and move forward. This message is only going to resonate with those who are really in tune with the Most High, and those who are not in tune with the Most High. You know, you continuously to do what you're doing. You troll, you do all that other stuff. This is serious business out here. So I'm used to the trolling and the manipulation, deception, betrayal, all that crazy stuff. None of that stuff phases me. I got to stand tall. Got to stand as the emperor, the divine being that I am, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never interested in coming from here and coming all the way back down here just to have this cipher or reciprocation that isn't reciprocated to be to nothing. So what I'm saying to say is that why spend a lot of time doing or engaging in nothingness that end in nothingness? Like when you see people on a low vibration, they got nothing going on. It looks like they got something going on, but they really don't. They have to steal and manipulate and take from other people, and then they whine and cry when somebody take from them. So is you going to wear your baby bib with your pacifier, or you going to put on your boots and strap them and be a man or a woman? That's just what it boiled down to. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving forward, we know about the trolling. We know about the people being sent and all of that. I caught one today trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, they was lost or whatever, but they wasn't lost, and I let them know by watching them, let them know like, hey, I know you watching me, but I don't care nothing about nobody actually watching me, because, I mean, you need to watch. You need to watch how the chosen get it done while no one's helping them get it done besides God. So when people watch the chosen getting it done and observe and listen to phone calls and tap emails and have people watching us and following us and all this stuff and having people come in our life to get information stuff, they're going to see that there's nobody there. So how is that happening? It's happening because God is actually doing it. They're going to see nobody's worshiping in this and worshiping in that, or talking about this or talking about that. It's a lot of stuff that I do know about. And people will probably put under assumption and think that, oh, that's what he do. I do what I do. I work for the Most High, regardless if people feel that I shouldn't or should. It has nothing to do with a lot of people who have meddling in our business. It has nothing to do with it. What's so crazy is that we don't know these people because they don't want to show their face. And if they do show their face, they really don't have a substantial, confirmed evidence of saying, hey, this is why I'm messing with you. This is why I don't like you, etc. Because we don't deal with people. So if God don't assign us to deal with people, we don't deal with them. Now, we can take upon ourselves and take that risk, but, you know, according to the calculation, it never failed that people are not who they say they are. So you have to just see people for who they are, and you got to take it for a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, people can't handle their own business. So that's why they always meddling in other people's business, because it keeps them from focus on theirs. You see what I'm saying? And then on top of that, they still fumbling because they still got to handle their business. So what they do, they go find and manipulate somebody to handle their business for them. And that can be paying their bills. That can be, you know, taking the route, you know, the route for something that they didn't do, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it just depends. Covering up. Hey, man, I need you to tell such and such that I'm at such, or I'm doing such, or tell such, I'm busy when you're not busy. You know, all that crazy shit, when you can just be a man and woman, just say, hey, man, I don't want to deal with you. Or I ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? That low vibration language. Like, a lot of people get, you know what I notice about people, they get offended by people using profanity, but you use the same shit, or cuss words. People grown. People need a freedom of speech to speak, but God gave you a vocal cord to speak. I don't need no freedom of speech. I'm going to speak, and that's what it's going to be. Speak or spoken or speaking, to say, don't necessarily have to be the words of your mouth. Your thoughts are speaking too. Your vibration is speaking as well. So nothing can stop you. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, you can go through something, but what other stuff that you haven't went through that you didn't want to go through, or the things that you already put yourself through? It ain't no different. You're going to go through something no matter what. No matter how good you be on this planet, or no matter how wicked you be on this planet, you're going to still learn some lessons. You're still going to go through something. And there's nobody can save you besides you attempting to save yourself. And if you are in the grace and the mercy of the Most High, besides that, it's a wrap. It's over. Like, listen, what I'm trying to understand is, why is it that people keep seeing day by day, countless years of people being executed, annihilated, humiliated, embarrassed, and exposed by not living right, and you still want to go follow that trail? Like, make it make sense. What is it? Do you think you're going to do something different and better? Absolutely not. But see, that ego, and if you tampering with the devil, he going to tell you, he going to give you X, Y, Z, but he ain't going to give you nothing. He's the biggest Indian giver that's ever been given anything out here to snatch it from anybody. Trust me. You know how chosen know? You know how we actually really know? Because we done had that experience working with the devil. There was time that we knew what we were doing, and there was time we didn't know what we were doing. And so people say that the Most High don't exist, and the Most High is not merciful, and the Most High won't bless you. He won't do this. He won't do that. If that's the case, how come the chosen people who have chosen to step into their purpose is being fulfilled with that. And the only reason we ain't hit them riches yet, you feel me, because we got the witches and the warlocks and oh man, they got so much stuff going on. The magic, man, the death spells, the glamour spells, to make us unattractive to people so people won't listen to us and stuff like that. But they want you to focus on the people who tell you go do drugs, go kill yourself, go hang in places that's gonna get you killed and hurt, go get in bad relationships that you can get your heart broken, and then you can bring kids in the world so you can be on child support, or you end up killing the whole family. That's what they're promoting. They've been promoting that shit for a long time, and people just sitting around letting their kids listen to this garbage ass music and listen to the garbage or view these garbage ass movies and videos and all this other extra shit. But shouts out to YouTube, man, because I respect YouTube not allowing, when you do your content, you gotta decide if you're gonna do adults or you're gonna be doing something for kids. And not only that, when you're doing something for kids, they're gonna investigate before they even release your video. But so shouts out to YouTube for that. You feel me? YouTube is really, you know what? I heard God said that YouTube belonged to me. That's why the government and whoever else, or whoever, agents is what I call them. Sometimes you may hear government, but agents, what I call them, who try to infiltrate YouTube and try to shut it down and know you shouldn't let people be vocal and this and that and the third. Because, see, what people got to understand, politics, I'm not into politics, but here's the question. Who are you to be telling people what they can and can't do and what they can say and not say? First of all, you didn't create them. Second of all, you're not even the mother, father. You want to play daddy, you want to play the father and the mother, and you want to play God, but you ain't God. These people are endlessly, as far as hours, working overtime to figure out how they can freeze a body and study it and see how you can bring it back. Do you think the Most High gonna let you insult what He said will be life and death? You'll never know the time or the hour, is what it says. That God said that you'll never know the time of the hour. Not only the time of the hour of death, but also the time of the hour of that ass kicking. So the thing about us chosen people, and for those who are wanting to be protected by God, you got to stop doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing. It ain't me being your daddy, nothing. I'm just telling you genuinely, because if you want to be saved, this is the only way you're going to be saved. It don't matter what somebody say out their mouth. It don't matter if they're pointing a gun. It don't matter if they say, hey, I'll be back, I'm going to get you. You got to remember, we're talking about supernatural, something that humans don't see on a day-to-day basis, where that something will happen to your enemies. And a lot of your enemies already know this. And so when those get demised, they go recruit more. They don't tell them what the truth is about the mission. They just have them to go on the mission. They be picking people who are dummies, literally, because if I was there, I'd be like, okay, hold on. Now, these people, this person that you want me to go target, what is it that you want me to do again? How much you gonna pay me again? And who are they and why are you? And you tell me some shit like, well, I can't tell you all of that. That's classified about who they are and why. And then I'll tell you off the rip, well, I'm not doing it. And if you say, well, if you don't do it, we're going to do XYZ, man, well, you're going to just have to do XYZ. We just going to be at each other. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to demand, I don't care nothing about my relatives, so I ain't worried about that. If it's meant for anything to lead my life, especially when it comes down to humanity, a human, you know what I'm saying, somebody I care about, then I have learned as a child to accept it. I'm not knocking people who break down and then they go on this roller coaster for many years not healing. I get it. Meaning, I get it. Everybody, meaning, when I say I get it, meaning people deal with death differently. I understand clearly. You know, my first experience with death with my mom was very young age, and my father. So, but the first death I ever saw was my younger brother as a baby. Found him dead. But my point is this: that's not even gonna work with me. I feel I could speak with that for a lot of children. It's not gonna work. And if it does happen, the Most High want it to happen anyway, because we don't die anyway. People don't die. That's the fear that's been projected on a lot of people that you die and you know what I mean? How can somebody tell you about death as if they died and they came back and came through their mother's womb and then risen again from a woman or a man all the way up to adult to tell you about death? People they be doing the most. A lot of people want a lot of attention. You gotta pay attention to who you giving your attention to on here. It is a lot of fake chosen people out here. You got AI robots doing chosen information. They hoarding information and then they're putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? So you're designed to be misled. You're designed to be astray. You're designed to stay as far away from God so God can't help you. You know, it was this girl I was dating, and when I was dating this female, she had told me the devil had came to her and told her literally he was gonna take her and put her in a dark place, and this dark place that he was gonna put her in, he was not going. I mean, not that he was not going. Well, he was not going to let her reach God, and he wasn't going to let her reach me. And he said that for a reason. And the reason why, and I'm looking at my surroundings too, y'all, so that's why I'm pausing. But he said that for a reason. But come to find out, it was truth because she ended up going down this dark hole, and the devil manipulated her to do a lot of things. But she was already involved with the devil. She was already working with him, which was crazy. She did a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff she don't know that I know. It was revealed. And that was hinges and stuff like that. My intuition I was ignoring. You know, one of the things that when you care about people and stuff like that, you always want to give them 100%, never thinking they would be an enemy and do things to you when you not doing anything but giving them love, unconditional love and support every way that you possibly can, and you're breaking your neck, not literally, but you're making efforts to build a foundation so you can feel the blessings of the Most High and be able to get in a good place so people not only can see it genuinely, but also help others help themselves to get there as well. So he got her. That's all I can tell you. He got a lot of people out here. Not only with just celebrities, but people in general. A lot of people sit and say, "Oh, I'm a child of God" and stuff like that. But if you're a child of God, you're gonna act in it, and when you make a mistake, you're gonna fix it. People who be claiming this, they don't be fixing anything. They stay in it. It get worse, and God is not gonna let. For the record, for those who trying to swap destinies and all that, God is not gonna let you play like you on His team to disrespect Him. You can get that out your mind. See, they're targeting us, but the real target, you supposed to be targeting God because you supposed to stop God. And if you stop God, then you stop the people that He chosen, because God is the one who's controlling everything. So when things start backfiring on you and the return to sender and all that stuff, it's only because you keep thinking with your ego or who have pushed your big forehead out the front door, you know, to be the door now, instead of you knowing that you can use a door instead of you standing there with your big forehead in the way, trying to be the door, that you're going to dictate life for other people. I get it. I get it. They said, what do you get? I get that at some point you guys killed so many people who God had chosen, that, and all those who betrayed against God's will, turned their back for that little money and whatever, you know, worldly things. And some of them got sick, and some of them killed themselves, and some of them uh, uh, went crazy and got addicted to drugs and so forth, so on. We get it. We get it. We had the same options that y'all offered us, the drugs, to go crazy, all of that, what's going on. But we chose not to do any of those things. Our willpower is strong. So we know we're going to go through something. We know this is going to be a consistent war. We know this is not going nowhere. We get it. It is what it is. It's war to the end. But at the end of the day, we know that the Most High is going to persevere. He's going to win as always. And see, I know people wonder why the Most High allowed um, wicked people to be wicked? Well, he gave them free will to choose. And so he also gave them free will to choose if they want to convert over and be on his team. But they got to go through that ass whooping first before they can get there. But most of them don't convert over because they're so bitter and nasty and cold hearted, and they got so many curses on them from doing all the wicked shit they've done. It don't matter who didn't see it, the universe saw it. And you know what's crazy about these people? These people know that the universe is a cause and effect, and it knows it has plurality. It knows that it has um, karma, manifestation, vibration. You know, it's crazy for you to be this quote unquote intelligent beings in a negative perspective, and you're going against the truth that you even promote, and the masses understand the concept of both essence, meaning positive, negative. You promoted these things. You put people in position to teach these things. You know what I mean? Even behind closed doors. It amazes me to see someone set themselves up to be demised. That's why, like with the chosen, we don't have to do anything. Literally. This is what y'all been trying to figure out what the secret sauce is. The secret sauce is that you're doing it to yourself. So I've always teach people, especially learning from lessons from the past, or even not a lot of lessons, but lessons of other people. You really don't have to do anything to anybody. There's a time and a place that that is expected for each individual on a good or bad term to reap what you sow. And some can see it coming before it's coming, some cannot see it, and some won't see it. And whatever those consequences are, that's what they are. And no need me naming the list what I think it is, because if God didn't give me permission or the information to say it, I'm not even gonna say it. I just know it's consequences. The consequences everybody knows is something not good. But it could be something good. It depends on what you putting out there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna reap what you sow. It doesn't matter. And I'm grateful to be having the energy and working for the Most High, for the simple fact because I'm not focused on who gonna listen and how many gonna listen, because people got to understand this. You got to answer to the Most High why you didn't listen. Why wasn't you following? Why wasn't you taking notes? Why wasn't you applying the wisdom? Why was you denying who I sent to you? He ain't not gonna want to hear nothing. I didn't know that you sent this person, or this person looked like this. See, you can't use excuses with the Most High, because the Most High know that your mind worked well, because the Most High doesn't take his hands off of you, because you may not hear from him all the time or really see things that other people see. But if the Most High took his hands off of you, you would be not here. You'd be destroyed. Do I know gospel? Yeah, I know gospel. It's 10:48 over here. I'm in the U.S. I apologize for missing something. I try to not. I don't be trying to ignore y'all, but I try to make sure that I try to make sure that I don't get distracted, because the devil gonna send people to come and distract me from what needs to be said. Um, God revealed to me, I've been having me watch this Diddy and stuff like that, but I really ain't been trying to watch Diddy and Jay-Z. I already know about Jay-Z. Jay-Z, all right, so here's the prophecy what's going to happen to Jay-Z. The thing going to happen to Jay-Z, he's going to get away with whatever, but God's going to deal with him one-on-one, meaning he going to deal with him. It's just that God got to let Jay-Z serve his purpose with the devil. He's one of his high-ranked demons in the flesh. You know what I mean? It's one of his high-ranked demons in the flesh. So, and too much gonna happen, Jay-Z. Even if he go to jail, like they're gonna let him out. Diddy, they're not gonna let Diddy out only because of he been so reckless and stuff like that. Jay-Z did his low key. You know, go back to Foxy Brown, all of that. These guys out here and these parents, they should be ashamed of themselves, allowing these grown men to, you know, handle, which is that handlers. You know what I'm saying? Bringing them to the gatekeepers and ciphering their energy and taking their purity of the essence of the Most High from them and intoxicating them with every toxic thing. Rather than, let me explain something. Because you don't physically do anything doesn't mean you haven't done it. If I introduce you, if I was one of those people, if I introduce you to a bunch of different type of drugs, I have allowed these drugs to enter your soul, your spirit, and your mind because you'll never forget all the things that I introduce you to. So that's why it said for us, it's very important to pay attention to the things that's more important than to pay attention to the things that are not, because these things do affect you. You, at some point in your life, you will think, damn, should I try that drug? Dang, should I go try that sex style? Like, whatever. Your mind is going to consciously think these things. And that's why the Most High wanted us and wants us to stay pure, because the world is foul. It's very foul. There's no way around it. You can't, you can't be that. I mean, besides standing close to the Most High, is the only way we can win this thing. Um, and this is another thing. You heard it here. You know, we're gonna get attacked regardless, so we just gotta do this job anyway. Pharrell. A lot of people don't know about Pharrell messing with little girls. It's gonna happen. I know he been playing smooth too. He real smooth. He done pulled himself all the way out the way. But if you go look at that video with Pharrell, and you got Pharrell and Snoop Dogg when they in Brazil. If you look at that, you look at the girls. All you gotta do is just look at their body and look at their face. Them little girls, like 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. And, you know, the first thing they'll say, well, we just put them in there so they can, you know, do the video, they show the culture. Yeah, whatever. I was seeing certain things as a kid watching this. But here's the thing with Pharrell. Pharrell got the one with Lauren London in it. The one with Lauren London in it, Lauren London got to be like, she between 12 and 15 years old. Now you think about it. You got Pharrell, who is about, at that time, 28. He's either 28 or early 30s. Why would you have like a 14, 15-year-old in your video? Like, why? And you're gonna see in that video, Pharrell gonna have the little brown skinned girl. What is the name of that song? What I'm gonna do when this live end, I'm gonna put it in the comments what's the name of that video. You can go see it for yourself. But he had the little girl sitting in his lap and all that crazy stuff. So yeah, y'all, a lot of these people going to jail. A lot of these people, everybody have to lose everything because they stole people's destinies. And you know, destiny swiping, it's just so much stuff we didn't know and don't know, and we're still learning. And you know why the masses of people are ignoring it and staying stuck, dealing with the consequences of not knowing the truth or accepting the truth. And then there's a couple of people that I talk to, you know, when I see them and stuff like that, and they know the truth, but they willing to stay where they at. So, you know, a lot of people say, well, man, it's better to go with the flow than to go against the flow. And I guess I would just say to that is, if that is so, we not struggling too bad. I mean, we get everything that we need, which is, you know, the basic necessities. You know what I mean? So that's what life is about, functioning anyway. It's not about being a multimillionaire, billionaire, and all of that. You know, they came up with that concept to trigger people, to mess with your emotions and your mind. And I'm not saying something wrong with it, but I'm just saying it's to trigger you to be desperate for it, to compare, always be in a stressful mindset. When it comes down to comparing your life versus somebody else's, your life is not going to get better until you do things better and also study. You got to study something. You got to study something, master something in order to manifest your manifestation better. Because if you say, I want to be a millionaire, but you're not finding a skill or something like that, to create that opportunity, then how is you going to be a multimillionaire or billionaire or a person that want $100,000 house, or you want to build this or you want to do that? You got to do these things. It's best for you to keep these things to yourself, because everybody's not ambitious around you. Everybody is energy vampires. They are actually leeching off one another, codependent, abandonment issues. You know what I'm saying? And then those who do have a little something, something, they don't have no leadership skills, how to lead others, how to get it. They just want you to watch them. And then when they fall, they want your attention as far as you help them. But the whole time while they was up, they ain't help you at all. They ain't want to help you. They ain't want to give you nothing. Y'all watch out for men out here using women and stuff like that. It's like dangling a bag of money, saying, "Hey, come here, look what I got." You don't want those type of men. Them type of men work for the devil too. And then you got no women who wear these clothes, where you can see everything, luring you in. And the devil know your weaknesses, so you got to be honest with your weaknesses and stuff like that, and have some self-control. You know what I'm saying? So we out here practicing what we preach, and if we fall, the Most High gonna give us strength to get up, and we gonna get up, and we gonna do it again. We're not gonna stop no matter what. It doesn't even matter, man. I was just sitting thinking about, the full moon was like a few days ago, which is like 2 days ago. We know that they do magic and all these spells and stuff like that. It done got to the point now, man. It's like whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever's I'm supposed to feel, or whatever's supposed to happen, happen. And then we just keep going from there. It's like the ants. They work 24/7. Even though you don't see them on top of the land, underneath they're steady working 24 hours every day. Ain't no ant sleeping. It's interesting how ants don't sleep. So the Most High chosen like that. When we physically sitting in one space, our spirits and our spiritual team and spirit guys is working. I can remember a time I had conversations, with a couple or a few resourceful people in high places, just on contrary to, like yo, if you need, XYZ, let me know, let us know, whatever. And come to find out, man, we need always the right people if it's meant to be, if it's destined. But overall, it's gonna sound cocky. We don't need nobody but the Most High, cause the Most High ain't never changed. People change. People get bribed, get threatened, all that, and so that's what happened to Dr. York and all these other great people who came to help people say, help the evolution be better than what it is. People out here homeless and dying, sick, being neglected and abused, and you got to have a certain type of insurance in order to be seen and all of that stuff, and you just looking like my life is the insurance. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I just needed to get on here and just get this off as I was told to, trying to make sure if there's anything else. At this time, I don't see anything else, and if so, that'll be another time to speak on. But yo, hope all is well with you guys. Peace and blessings to all. It's your boy Ollie the Bade, and I'm up out of here until next time. Remember what I said. Get close and stay close, and ask God to show you the truth. When you start asking God to show you the truth, you're going to start seeing the stuff we see. And you're not going to believe it, but it's true. And then also, don't even drive or strive to share with other people right away, because they're still non-believers. Do you know how many non-believers out here that really don't believe in God? They talk it, but they really don't. And there's a few ways that you know. And I know I'm supposed to get off here, but I am. A few ways that people don't believe in God is when it's time for them to love on somebody, when it's time for them to nurture someone, when it's time for them to support someone, when it's time for them to financially help, when it's time for them to actually physically travel to them or travel to pick them up and take them from one place to another, or they're stranded somewhere. They need that, that emergency. There's a telephone call, importantly, that needs to be had. They ignore the phone call. They ignore the text. There's this gossip and this slander about how well they're doing or how poor they're doing, but they're not lifting them up. They're kicking them while they're down. There's so many tremendous things of hypocrites and people who say they love the Most High don't. And the Most High was having this conversation. Since I'm gonna jump to something else real quick, like why it's here, about our elders, how disappointed He is in our elders, how they abandoned us, how they misled us, how they not only did that, but they start enforcing by all means harm to us. Now you think about it. When we were kids, we were always told to respect the elders and so forth and so on. If y'all knew what the elders been doing, excuse me, if y'all know what the elders or knew what the elders been doing way before I even came to the planet, you'll be in shock. These people done killed a lot of people. They got bodies. I'm talking about a lot of them. And created these storms. People try to figure out how these storms are created. You'll be surprised. These children have been kidnapped, molested, and raped. These people that are our elders are assigned when they need somebody who is a threat in the way. They are assigned to get them up out of here by whatever all means. You need to get them out of the way. When God revealed that to me, not no recent stuff, He been revealed it to me. I was just so disappointed and so hurt, because when you look at your relatives are them same elders who have traded against God, and they then became Freemason, Eastern Stars, or some type of secret society where they share information and tactics of what they're going to do and how they're going to do it and what needs to be done, which is the sacrifices to stay into the illusional power that doesn't actually have no power. You know what I mean? But they can sustain energy and support energetically and entities by doing low vibrational things and low vibrational sacrifices. Yeah, they can go into the lower realms, or it would be called the man, I want to call it some other stuff, because I was thinking about something else today as well that I've done. But anyway, we hear him get up out here, but that's the devil, because I'm sitting here live. Yeah, they nothing but the devil. But anyway, so the thing is what is it called? Let me think what it's called right quick. It's called the underworld. My bad, y'all. Yeah. Devil busy. See that? I'm sitting here talking. Had me to pause for a second. And the devil want to use him to come disrupt what I'm doing. Now, I could have been ignorant online while I'm here with y'all and really gave him the business. The chosen not soft people, man. We're not going to be distracted by distractions that get us in a situation. Now, the Most High will give a permission to go up somebody's head if necessary, but we ain't about to let that, it ain't that serious. All I have to do is what I'm doing now, which is move out the way. But anyway, I'm gonna talk more about the elders and stuff like that. I already see You know, just with the gift, with a lot of stuff they've done, man, you'd be surprised. But I tell the story because the story needs to be told. It's not about people believing the story. The story needs to be told because it needs to be heard. And people have their free will what they choose to believe and don't believe. You know, people believe the things right now that these people tell them, but they ain't seeing no results at all. Just seeing excuses and then lies after lies. But anyway, it's your boy Ola Dabade, Obi Sayin, and I'm up out of here. In peace and blessings. Y'all have a blessed night. Until next time. Later.